Good, welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper. So, another race-based law coming to South Africa, and it's all to do with water rights. So, let me just explain it to you and give you some context. So, in layman terms, how this works currently is that if you have, let's say, a river running through your farm or a spring, you basically apply to Department of Water and Forestry. You then get what they call a water rights certificate. So this gives you the right to then use the water on your farm for specific reasons. So if you do apply, you need to state that you are using, let's say for an example, 80% of your water for irrigation, for crop irrigation, and then let's say you use 20% for home use, for an example. So when you apply, you actually have to clarify what you are using the water for, and then what an estimation of the amount of water that you use on your farm every single year. So the video that I found is about, they want to change the water rights so that so what they are aiming to do is they want the water rights, let's call it the permit system, needs to reflect the races in South Africa. So you'll see on this video that they say that it needs to represent 75% of water rights needs to be held by black individuals. Now, if you ever wondered if this government is directly targeting farms, this will be a good indicator, because an irrigation farm, and most farms in South Africa, well, any farm in the world, cannot go without water. And as soon as you add a component to being able to get a water rights permit, and you add the fact that you need 75% demographic representation on your farm, this becomes extremely difficult. Because let's say you're a white farmer, and let's say you have 10 or 15 workers maybe, and maybe your son farms with you. How are you gonna get past the fact that you need 75% black ownership in order for you to actually have the right to use the water on your farm? So yet again, the government is doubling down on race-based laws. Now, this is one thing about South African farmers, and I can tell you that this out of experience, is that we are able to pretty much farm anywhere. If there's enough, providing there's enough water, we've got a saying that if we've got water, we'll plant in the Sahara Desert. It's just a farmer's saying. It just shows you how important water is. Water is life, and we all know that. And for the government to be targeting water rights based on race, just shows us that they are hell-bent on getting rid of white farmers in South Africa. And this ties into some of my previous videos where we spoke about farm murders and attacks, where I said that one of the reasons for these attacks and murders happening is to get farmers off the farmland, is to intimidate them to such a degree that they just don't want to farm anymore. And now that we have this water rights thing coming into play as well, I can foresee our agricultural sector is going to be devastated, because a lot of these farms and family farms that white people have had for generations has only got so much capacity to employ black people and to get in maybe a partner that's black. It's going to become a real struggle for farmers to legally use water. And it's going to end up like pretty much like COVID, where overnight everybody in South Africa became criminals because we couldn't buy certain things. And South Africans being South Africans, we just made a plan and we went and bought the stuff anyway. Although it was on the illegal list during COVID 2020. South Africans are just going to make a plan. And it's not going to be according to the regulations that the ANC wants us to play accordingly, because you can't. You can't play according to a 75% demographically representation in South Africa. It's impossible. There are just not enough black skilled farmers in South Africa for that. So here's the video. Please like, share and subscribe. And please go to our second channel, Patriots of South Africa. And God bless.
It says we must ensure, actually under Section 3 of the same legislation, it gives the public trusteeship of our water resources to the country, and actually that is exercised through the minister. And it also enjoins the minister to make sure that in the manner in which our water is allocated, it reflects the demographics of the country. Now, fast forward that and say our legislation was actually